Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today I will be showing you how to be a QB in Football Fusion because it is pretty hard to be QB. Now let's get into the video. Now my number one rule about QB is never be in first person. Because look, if you're in first person, you have less view, right? So imagine there's a rusher over there, right? Or on the other side, right? You cannot see in first person. Imagine you're running and then boom, you get sacked. Or this way, boom, you get sacked. Never be in first person. Always want to be in third person, because third person gives you the advantage of the view, and it helps you with to see where the rushers are. Because if I run this way, I can see if they're rushing on either side or on the other side. Same thing. Always be in third person. It helps a lot. So never be in first person for QB. My second rule is knowing how to use your power, because you have a power bar, and I'm telling you, that power bar will help you a lot if you learn how to use it. 85 is usually what I use whenever I'm a QB. It's my favorite one because you can do deep passes, lobs, and you can do straight up fast passes on shorts. I like this power because I play safe and I don't like going for interceptions and all that. I like to play as a safe QB who does fast passes or either deep, clean passes. See, you're gonna need to learn how to do power because power comes in clutch. You will need how to learn to do power. My third rule is look. I mean, you can't see in practice, but when you do in a game, it tells you the percentage of a fumble. If it's 2 or 1, never jump. I'm telling you, you jump, you will have like an 80% chance at fumbling, because QB fumble more than they do in any other player. My fourth rule is throw types. See, I like to use from powers 50 all the way to 95. 50 is usually for deep lob, while 90 is for straight up deep or fast pass. You see, because you see, I like to use 70, or just say a 70, right? 70 is usually used for lobs, medium or short lobs like this, bam, to hit the wide receiver. When you got 80 power is more of a standard power that people use when they do for normal passes or medium to long range pass. Because if you throw it, it will be pretty fast for a short, but if you throw it deep like this, it will be a good fast normal pass. That's normal. 90 is a fast pass. I usually use it whenever you're doing deep passes or super short safe passes, because you could throw this ball so fast the DB probably cannot get the ball if you do a good pass. Look at that speed. I usually use it for whenever I'm in the end zone for a safe pass, or you're just trying to score a deep pass, throw it up, it'll go all the way to the touchdown from the 1. So that's what I usually use for 90 power or above. Now 50, you will get this a lot. Some teammates will want the ball to be faded up like this on the end zone for 2 points. You will need to learn how to do it if you're that type of QB that just wants to fade it, because fading it is kind of fun. So yeah. The next rule I want to do is running, because QBs, you got to learn how to run the ball if you want to. You can't just pass the whole time. Because if you got a good rusher on you and no one's open, you're going to need to run the ball. So how I usually run the ball is if I got someone on the opposite side, right, and he's going to come in and try to tackle me, I have no wide receivers open, right? No wide receivers open. Got a rusher on me, right? You're just going to want to go for the run. Because usually you can't pass. You can't find anyone open. You're always going to want to go to the edge. Never go in the middle unless you know it's wide open. Always go on the edges and dive. I don't have slide on my screen in a game, but when you do in a game, slide. And the also rule is never dive too close to a DB. You always want to stay 5 yards away so you can get a perfect slide and not get tackled. Because if you're like 2 or 3, you're gonna get hit before you slide, and that causes fumble chances, which are not good. So you're always wanting to stay away 5 yards away and then slide like this, right? And the other rule is pretend those 2 little things that shoot the ball are rushers, right? You got double rush, and they're both going to curve in on you. You have nothing to do, right? Usually, the safe option I have is just run back. If you're in the middle field, just run back, look for an open, then pass it. If no one's open, throw it away, right? The second option, which is medium risk, is where you got 2 DBs, you run straight in, and you try to do either a fast pass or you just run and slide. Now, the third option is where you're at the end zone usually, trying to juke someone out, which is really hard because you got both rushers on you and then go for a pass or run it. Usually I don't do that unless I have to, because juking 2 rushes is hard. So that's usually what I don't like to do. I like to stay with the first option or second option sometimes, right? And here's the thing too about getting rushed. So say they're both rushing, right? And you have to go one direction. When you're getting rushed and you're at the end zone, you gotta go in one direction. Because say I'm over here, right? This guy is gonna curve in while that guy goes straight after me. And if I try to cut, that's an easy safety or a sack. So you cannot do it at all. Once you choose your direction, you stick to that direction when there's two people rushing you, because they cannot catch you. So that's usually what I do for quarterback when I'm in the end zone. That's how I stay safe, because I have not been safetied yet. Now, this isn't really a rule, but like to all those QBs that play football fusion and are QBs, you know that feeling of what type of power you need. Because like most QBs know what type of power you need in real life too. Because they know how to pass, what power they need for that deep pass, because they're just used to it. Same thing in football fusion. You play QB a lot, you get used to it, and you know what power to use. Like, oh, he's going deep, let's do a medium pass, and boom, you throw a perfect pass for a perfect catch. Play QB and try this stuff, because I'm telling you, it will help you a lot in football fusion. I promise you. These tips help a lot. This is how I've gone from bad QB to good QB. Also, if this video doesn't help you, I will be making a wide receiver video up next. See you soon. Goodbye.